there is another shocking development right now. This news landed on our desks just right now, and I say, no, you must hear it. There are different ways a human being can be attacked, particularly if the person is going to be poi poi. When I say poi poi, you know what I mean. Well, it can be the one you will match. I think now you are getting it. Or it can be the one that they will blow in your direction, spiritually or physically. And it could also be the one that they will fire like an arrow, or the one that they will give the person to eat. Now, I think you understand what I'm saying. Well, now, if you've been following the story, the very sad one of the Edochie's family and the Mogalu family, I'm talking about Judy Austin's family, you will know what I'm talking about. There is a report, and they said the investigation shows that Kambilichukwu ate poi poi. I don't want to finish it with my mouth. You know what that is. He ate poi poi. You know, the story was that he was playing football and he fell. And people are asking, how can a strong, healthy young boy playing football slump and die? Did he consume something? What happened? Don't forget that this young boy was placed in a boarding school. So what happened? Who contacted him? Was there any external person, or was some children giving something to give to him? How did he end up eating poi poi? How? What really happened? How did this happen to the point whereby he just slumped after the thing has finished doing the bad work in his body? This is the report that has landed on our desk. This is very serious. Very, very serious. Now, there are people who have information about this incident, who are there when it happened. They saw everything. But the problem is that many of them are afraid. These are witnesses. They are afraid because they are children. They are minors. And you cannot call them to come out publicly to begin to narrate what happened or not, because their lives might be put at risk. We don't know who and who is behind it. We don't know who might want to attack. That is it. So these children cannot come out. For example, a woman who is a mother of one of the children, who is a friend of late Kambilichukwu, has information, but he cannot come out to speak. His own mother will not allow it, will not permit. She said, no, I am not going to put my children at harm's way. I will not. I will protect my child. I cannot in any way show my children's face. That's to let you know that there are a lot of information that can be dropped that will help shed more light on what happened. What did he eat? Who gave him the food? What happened 1 hour before he died? What happened 2 hours, 3 hours before he died? This is serious. So the parents of these young children do not want the faces of their children, identity of their children to be exposed out there to anybody. We live in a dangerous time. If it is you, will you accept that your child will come out to start saying, yes, this person came and gave, unless a private investigation is done? And from what we are seeing, some of them do not. They want to speak anonymously. They do not want in any way at all to include themselves or their children. This can be very dangerous. It can be extremely dangerous. Nobody wants to do this thing. So that does not mean that the information that we get is not correct. But for people who might be asking, what about the video of this and that? What about this and that? Where will you get this information? Like how you want it? Don't you know that the people around the incident are known by certain people also? No matter how you record, no matter what you do, they will know that this person was the person standing there. That person was the person that probably, and that person's life can be at risk. Nobody wants to do this. No one. Now, I will share the information with you regardless. Now, according to this woman, who is a parent to this friend of Kambi, said, I saw him eating something. And after finishing what he was eating, he started complaining of stomach pain. And this is how this, it escalated into what is so sad that everyone is talking about on social media from the day this boy died. Now, it is on public and on social media platform that he was rushed quickly to the hospital to kind of revive him or do some kind of first aid. But you know what happened? Nothing could revive him back. Now, this young boy said, I saw him eating something. He complained of stomach pain. Now, you know how the school operates. You know how these schools operate. They don't want their names to be stained. They said it just slumped. They spoke about the obvious thing that will happen if something is wrong with your body. They say, oh, it just slumped. As if we now live in a life where people can just slump. Something must have happened to you before you slump. It's that you have heart issues. And it's unlikely, it's not something that is common for an healthy young boy who is not drinking beer, drinking alcohol, to just slump. What happened? There is more to what the eyes can see. And right now, that thing is what is eventually being brought out to us. And that is what I'm sharing with you. That they said, it ate poi. Investigation was done. Test was done. There is no way this will be covered up by anybody. Not at all. This young boy's passing away is painful to a lot of people, not because he's the only person that has died in Nigeria or of that age, but it was because of the father's step, his father's step, move, and direction, and how a lot of people came at him, and how he shamelessly came out to defend himself as if he needed to defend himself. And this brought the torchlighting of a lot of eyes into their family. In fact, it is even possible that there are people who might decide by themselves to just punish. They decide to punish for you even when you didn't ask them to help me punish. And they will go extreme. That is the truth. It is serious. Very, very serious. So, all of this information that is given to us, we cannot just, bring out certain things, because those who are giving this information also need to protect themselves. There is a level of information you will give. The person will know that there is no other person that can give this information. It is this particular person. That does not mean that the person will not share the information. They will share it. But there is a limit. You cannot keep, in fact, there are times we say, okay, give us audio, give us video, give us this, give us that. Even when we see it, we cannot put it out there. It's impossible for certain things because that person's life is at risk. You cannot say you want to save Peter and rob Paul. You see how dangerous these things can be. So this information just dropped on our desk, and I said it is better you hear it right now as it is hot. As it is hot. As it is hot. That is what it is. So what are your thoughts? Like, share this video, subscribe to this channel if you are new here.